coming to you today with a few of our favorite holiday reads. This is one I picked up recently. It is Three Holidays and a Wedding, dual authored here. It's an interesting romance because it combines three of the major religious holidays: Ramadan for the Muslims, Hanukkah for the Jewish holiday, and Christmas for the Christians. It's set in the year 2000, when actually all three holidays did coincide on the calendar. It focuses on Mara and Anna, and they're headed for Toronto. But a sudden snowstorm has them landing with Maran's family in Snow Falls, a town about 40 miles outside of Ottawa. So there they are, stuck in this small town, and it's all about the small town. Then in come all the tropes that you can imagine. They start parading through. You have the small town romance. At one point, it's called like a UN of a small town because there's any number of ethnic restaurants and shops, and it's got that kind of cozy vibe to it. Lots of gentle falling snow. There's a wedding planned, but not for either one of them. But of course, that means therefore they get to have their own romance. So I won't go too much into that, but it's just got all the good feels to it. There's a few things that I'm not exactly gung-ho on, but hey, I sat down and read it all in 2 readings. So two sittings. So if you're looking for a great kind of holiday romance, yeah, I'd recommend it.
That says a lot that you got it done that fast, because I know you texted me when you got it, which was not very long ago. Poof, to get it done like that for you with all of your free time, that's huge.
That's right. But I had this Christmas tree right nearby and had a nice little hot cup of cocoa, and I felt I deserved it.
I've got Sweet and Swoony. Look at this. So we have interviewed Katie O'Connor on here, and we have interviewed Kelly Moran, and their stories are in the Sweet and Swoony Holiday Anthology, along with Abby Easton, Daphne Dyer, Frida Downing, and Ellie Rhodes. This is on a great deal right now. Check it out for your ebook wishes. And you get a bunch of little, 6 stories in there? Sweet and swoony, Christmassy kind of stories. So if you're looking for something to read on your break, I haven't read any yet. I haven't finished one because that's how my life has been. But I'm going to finish it this holiday season. I know it. And I challenge you to do it too. Sit down like Moira beside your tree and have your hot cocoa and read in 2 sittings. Good challenge?
Yes, I'd highly recommend that kind of challenge. You will not regret it.
No, that's money well spent. Money well spent it is, but time well spent too.
Can't regret ever reading a good book. And now I have one that, okay, believe it or not, is a children's book, but it's my all-time favorite Christmas story, and I read it practically every year when my kids were small. So this book is a classic in our household. It is called The Christmas Miracle. Can't quite get it all in here, of Jonathan Toomey. One of my Christmas traditions is each year I buy a new Christmas book. So I bought this one in 1995. It is 23 years old. So this book has gone with me so many places. First of all, it's a book about healing from loss, from death, but gently told about a wood carver who is commissioned by a widow and her son who lost their nativity scene on their travels to this small Western town, because it's sort of a historical tale. We see the widower, because he too is a widower, through their afternoons together as he carves parts of the nativity scene. On one day it's the sheep. On the next day, it's the cows and the cattle, and we go through. And he comes to the part where he has to do the baby Jesus and the Mother Mary, and he lost his wife and his little child. Right. So it is a bit of a tearjerker, but underlying it all, and really what does bring the wood carver and this little boy together, is the little boy's mother, who comes over so that the boy can sit with the wood carver as he constructs this nativity scene. It was one of those stories where you're like seeing this, the romance is all in the subtext, which is really where romance often starts, right? So the last picture, he is known as Jonathan Toomey the Gloomy, but in the last scene, everything is in the dark. But in the last scene, and I'm going to throw it up here now, is this. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. He's so full of light and joy. And there's that community. You know how we keep talking about community?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing everyone together.
That
That's
I've never heard of that book, and that looks incredible.
The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey. Everyone should have a copy. I don't think it's in hardcover anymore, but this will probably have to be entered into my will so that it is properly bequeathed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it doesn't get chucked in the donate pile. See, romance can be found anywhere.
Yes, that's right. All right, I'm still hugging it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I would
folks.
hug it too if I had one. I'm gonna look at my used bookstore here and see if I could find one actually. Inspired me.
Well, I think it still might be available, but I don't think it's in hardcover anymore. So yes, very precious.
Get the hardcover, guys. It will last you longer. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Well, you're very welcome. All right. So that's it for our holiday reads. And yeah, we're going to be coming back at you very, very soon. Hope you're enjoying your holidays. Bye now.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.